Okay, quick post-fight reaction to UFC 290. I'm just gonna talk about the main card. Bo Nickel knocked this Val Woodburn dude the fuck out in 38 seconds. I think it was a right hand. Clipped him, wobbled him, caught him with a couple more shots, got him up out of there. And I put $20 on this goddamn Val Woodburn dude to win. Fucking bitch. He gets knocked out like a bitch in 38 seconds. God damn it. I figured Bo Nickel was gonna win, but I'm like, God damn it, with those odds, I gotta at least put $20 on the shit. And it was $20 and you win 200. God damn, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. I'll be a fool not to take it. So I lost $20. Dan Hooker came back tonight. He impressed me because I thought Dan Hooker was over the hill. Since that Dustin Poirier fight, he ain't really been the same. That fight was a war. That's one of my favorite fights. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it probably like 6-7 times. It's crazy. But since then, he ain't really been able to like take damage like that. Yeah, I wouldn't say he slowed down, but he hasn't been really able to take that type of damage that he took in that fight. He hasn't been coming nowhere close to that. But this fight right here, he showed me he still got a little bit left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? The fight was back and forth. The first round I gave it to Jalen Turner. I gave him the first round. I gave Hooker the second and the third round because he started folding up like a bitch. I think one of the judges gave Jalen Turner the fight. I don't know what's going on with these judges, but whatever. Something happened in the Dan Hooker fight. I think as soon as Dan Hooker had got like a hold of him, the referee's like, come on, work. It was like, bro, he just touched him. Like, what are you talking about, work? Like, whatever. The fans too. Oh my god, I hate these fucking fans. I noticed that too. Like, mainly in America, that happens. The fans don't got no respect. Motherfuckers be damn near killing each other. They booing you, boo, boo. Like, they was literally trying to knock each other's block off for 5 minutes straight. They stopped for 10 seconds and grappled, taking a quick little break. Boo! We don't want to see that shit. Boo! Like, god damn, that's one thing I like about the Japanese fans. Like, when I used to watch like fights in Japan, Pride back in the day, any fight that's taking place in Japan, everybody's quiet. They respect. They quiet. When something happens, they cheer, they clap. They don't boo. They show everybody respect because they know what it is. This is not, bro. You're a warrior. You in there fighting for your entertainment, trying to kill each other, trying to give each other brain damage and injure each other for money, for the fans. Motherfuckers is booing you. It's like, I'm literally trying my best. Like, I'm not coming here, I'm not coming here to play games. I'm really trying to win this fight. Like, I'm giving it my all here. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, especially in the, I'm gonna get to the Moreno fight. That was the one that really pissed me off. But Robert Whitaker versus the drunken master, my African brother, Dricus du Plessis. First round was good. Robert Whitaker was doing good in the first round. He was touching him up, landing his jabs. Du Plessis was landing here and there, but Whitaker was touching him up more, definitely touching him up more in the first round. It was definitely a Whitaker round. You know what I'm saying? Had Du Plessis' nose bleeding a little bit the second round. But even throughout the first round, Du Plessis was putting a lot of pressure on Robert Whitaker. A lot of pressure, like a lot of pressure. And I was saying that, so I was like, and Robert Whitaker kept backing up. I'm like, Robert Whitaker had took him down, I believe, in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. Du Plessis got back up. Like, really quickly. He got up, like, within 30 seconds, he was back on his feet. back they were back at it. Duplessis was not doing too bad in the striking. The only thing Rob Whittaker really was landing on him was like his jabs. He was landing an occasional left hand. I believe he's left-handed if I'm not mistaken, or right-handed. If he's right-handed, in his right hand, but he was landing a jab hand there. He would occasionally land his right hand. Occasionally, but a lot of the time, like Duplessis would like be ducking under his right hand and coming over with his left hand, and he countered him a couple times. Duplessis throwing a couple body kicks. Rob Whittaker, he couldn't get it. Rob Whittaker wasn't getting his timing down, and that's a thing I noticed with Duplessis too, because his style, he's so, I don't know what he's the drunken master. That's what I call him. He fight like the drunken master. So it's like you can't really predict his movements. I mean, most fighters, even though you don't know what they're gonna throw, when they're gonna throw it, you know if they throw this, they're gonna throw that after. It's like a combination. You know certain combinations to expect. Like with him, it's like off time, man. Like, and he kind of got. I don't know, bro. I don't know how the fuck. I still. That's more of the story. I don't know how the fuck he keeps winning. I don't know how he keep winning. I don't know. The Robert Whittaker thing, I could see how it happened. He dropped Rob Whittaker, hurt him. Cause this motherfucker got some power. Bro. I ain't gonna lie. This Duplessis, bro, this drunken master, he got a little bit of pop in his punches. Cause he dropped Whittaker. It looked like kind of like, but like a half jab, half kind of hook, but it was a jab. He dropped, and that's what I was saying right before. That's what I was saying during the fight. I'm gonna show my live reactions to the fight tomorrow. That's the same thing I was saying during the fight. I was like, Robert Whittaker doesn't have the best of chins. So far, I got this on for. He doesn't have the best of chins. Like, he got dropped a few times. His chin ain't the best. And I'm like, Duplessis is very durable. The one thing about Duplessis, besides his like sloppy, he got like a sloppy style, but besides that, he's durable. You know what I'm saying? He could take a punch. He keep coming. Like, he don't like wilt under pressure. Like, he don't like, oh, he hit me hard. Like, you know, some people, they shy away from like blows. Duplessis is not like that. He don't shy away from punches and kicks. He can go to it. He's the type of dude like run into danger. Not like stupid, not necessarily, a little bit like drunk, a little drunky, but he run into danger. Like, it's danger over there, Duplessis is running into it. Like, some dudes, they won't necessarily like shy away from it, but they don't want to get punched in the face. I don't think Duplessis want to get punched in the face either, but he don't mind getting punched in the face. That's the difference. It's just a different mindset. Most fighters, they hit and try not to get hit. Duplessis' mindset is like, I hit and try not to get hit, but if I get hit, then it's all good. It's like that type of mindset, and that's a dangerous man, because most people don't have that mindset in a fight. In their mind, they want to hit you and get the fuck out of the way of your attack. That's their mindset. Whether they're gonna be able to do it or not, or whether they're gonna get hit by your counter strike or whatever the situation may be, that's what they're hoping for. That they can hit you and get the fuck out of the way of your counter. But Duplessis got like this mindset where it's like, he goes into the fire and he pressures you. He pressures everybody. He's going to pressure Adesanya. Now I'm thinking about that fight like, now I'm interested. Now I'm interested. Oh my god. Adesanya's post fight. I think I might drop another video on that. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, Duplessis was coming at Robert Whittaker. In the second round too, I noticed, so I'm like, he putting a lot of pressure on Robert Whittaker. And Robert Whittaker is not like, he don't have like knockout power like that. Like, he'll stun you, he'll hurt you, but I can't remember the last time Robert Whittaker have finished somebody. I think it was like Jacare or Brunson or one of them, like when he first got to middleweight. But in the past few years, he ain't really been getting no finishes. Romero was a war. Adesanya finished him the first fight. Second fight, it was 5 rounds. Vittori was all, I don't know if it was a main event or whatever. It went to the decision. Cannonier, decision. Darren Till, decision. Gastelum decision. All those fights was a decision. Like he didn't have a finish in a while. So I don't think he was gonna finish Du Plessis. So I'm like, this is gonna be a 3-round fight, and I'm like, Du Plessis so sloppy and his rugged, aggressive. It's like he's sloppy, which could be a bad thing, but it actually works out in his favor in terms of like the person just can't really like, because you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. He's aggressive. He's sloppy and aggressive, which is dangerous. He's sloppy and he's coming at you all the time, so you like trying to get out of the way of shit, and you don't know where it's coming from. It's like, and he's durable. He could take a blow. He seems strong too for some reason. Like he seemed very strong. Like when he grabbed these dudes and when he hit them, he seemed like he hit hard. He got good power. He's durable, aggressive. Like lucky. I don't want to call it lucky. I don't know what it is, but it's like I don't know. But he just finds a way. I think that's gonna be his. I got 2 nicknames for him: the Drunken Master, and he just finds a way. I don't know what else to say about the dude because he just finds a way. Because it be fights with like he look like he about to lose, and then he'll come back and it's like it's weird. But Du Plessis stopped Rob Whittaker the second round, 2 minutes and 23 seconds into the fucking second round. He hit drop Whittaker with like a left jab. Whittaker hit the canvas. I didn't even know what had hit him at first. I was watching it. I just seen him kind of, because the camera angle was kind of like from the side or from like the back end or something. I just seen him kind of, I thought he kicked his leg and he fell. That's what I thought happened. I didn't see the punching. And I'm like, what the fuck? He dropped him with a jab. Got on Whittaker, started punching him down. Whittaker just folded up, bro. Folded up. Once I see Whittaker fold up, I'm like, no. Whittaker folded up, bro. But yeah, it is what it is. We got the Du Plessis versus Adesanya. Whittaker should have just waited it out for the Adesanya fight. No, for real. He should have just waited it out for the Adesanya fight. Because he didn't have to fight Du Plessis. He was the number 1 contender. Fucking Pereira is moving up to fight Blachowicz at the end of the month on the 29th. So he's going to be out of the division. He's not coming back to 185. He's gone. So Rob Whittaker is the number 1 contender, basically. And fucking, you fighting Du Plessis. Du Plessis is what, number 5 at the time? Why are you fighting this fucking dude? Like, you don't have, you are the next one up. Du Plessis might have got the title shot just because it's a new challenge. But Rob Whittaker like, yeah, I'll fight him, whatever. So boom, he ended up going up in there and getting touched up. And that's how that went. The next fight, Brandon Moreno versus Pantoja. That fight was a war. That shit was amazing. You gonna see my reaction to that. That shit was amazing. The whole fight was a war. Back and forth. My first round, I gave it to Pantoja. He dropped Moreno in the first round. It was like back and forth. All the rounds was kind of back and forth on the feet with the striking. Moreno was kind of edging the striking a little bit just because of the jabs. He was touching him up with a little bit more jabs. But Pantoja was right there landing power shots, hooks, uppercuts. He was landing his own. He was doing his business too. So it wasn't like one-way traffic when it comes to the striking on the feet. You know what I'm saying? That's how they was making it. That's how people was trying to act like it was just one-way traffic on the feet. It was not that at all. It was very close on the feet. And then Pantoja dropped him in the first round, so that's his round. Second round, Moreno round. Clearly, Moreno touched him up way more. It was his round. Third round, it was a Pantoja round. Because the striking is pretty much like every other round. The striking is pretty much even on the feet or really close. And then Pantoja get the takedown. He controlled him from like majority of that round, maybe like 2-3 minutes of that round. He won that round. Fourth round, same thing. Striking pretty even. Pantoja get the takedown, control him, threatening submissions, landing blows on the ground. That's his round too. Fifth round, same thing. So it was basically 4 rounds to 1. That's how I was scoring it. I'm watching the fight, and you're gonna see me as I'm watching the fight. I'm scoring it like I'm like, yo, this is a Pantoja fight. It's 4-1. First round, second round, no, first round, third round, fourth round, and fifth round. The second round is the only round I gave to Moreno. Not saying that he got dominated. Every round was really, really close, except for the first round where he got dropped. But the second round, the first 2 rounds was clear. First round, Pantoja. Second round, Moreno. Clear. It's not even disputed. The third round, it was Pantoja. Even though the stand-up was close, the striking was pretty close, but Pantoja got the better part of the wrestling. Same thing in the fourth and the fifth round. It was the same thing. It would be close on the feet. Pantoja would get the takedown, control him for some rounds, land some blows on the ground. That's his round. Fifth round, same thing. It was 4 rounds to 1 to me. I don't know what these judges was talking about. And then after the fight, people booing in the crowd, like as if, like, I'm like, what the fuck are they booing about? Was they not watching the fight? Because I know it's full of Mexicans in the crowd, but goddamn, y'all not like, what are y'all seeing? He lost that fight clearly. It wasn't even no. I'm like, oh, this Pantoja fight's 4-1. The only round I gave to that was the second round to Moreno. All the other rounds was close, but they closely all went to Pantoja. So I gave him all the other rounds. And I know I wasn't bugging. I'm gonna watch the fight again. That's how I had it scored. People booing and shit. His family. I'm like, why the fuck are they booing? I hate when they do that shit. Like, why are you booing this? Even if the fight was a close fight, it was a war. It was literally a war. The fight was fucking insane. Insane. The shit was a war. You're gonna boo after that? Even if your guy didn't win and you thought he won. Why would you boo? These motherfuckers, they killed each other for your entertainment. The fight was exciting. It was crazy. Banger. Best fight of the night. Definitely fight of the night. These people acting like, oh, injustice. Like, come on. I hate when people do that. Don't fucking do that. It's American shit. You gonna boo a motherfucker after that? Like, what's wrong with y'all? I never boo. The fight literally have to be the most boring thing I've ever seen. And there's been fights like that where it's like, alright, this shit is boring. But even then, I wouldn't boo the fight if I'm there. I would just be like, probably wouldn't pay no mind, but I'm not gonna boo. Because at the end of the day, you fighting. And you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes every fight ain't gonna be a fucking bloodbath. That's just how it is. But this fight was a bloodbath. It was a war. All the fights was amazing. I don't think there was no boring fights I can think of. Even the girl fight on the fucking prelims, I was like, yo, this shit is gonna be some bullshit. I think she knocked the bitch out in 8 seconds. 8-second knockout. I'm like, oh my fucking god. That's when I kind of knew, alright, tonight is a special night. It's like going on here. These motherfuckers all is on that shit tonight. Everybody coming out here to kill each other. Maybe, I don't know, because they around a bunch of Mexicans and people like, yo, we finna, yo, everybody was turned up tonight. It was just like every fight was a war. It was no playing around, no pity patting. I don't know if it was just the matchmaking. Motherfucker was just turned up tonight. They had something in the water. I don't know what it was, but this shit was crazy. On to the main event, Volkanovski versus Yair. This fight ain't too much happening here. Volkanovski beat the shit out of Yair. He pretty much Frankie Edgar'd him. But, yeah, I was about to say about better, but I would say pretty much equal, because Frankie Edgar fucked this whole eye up and they had to stop the fight. I think he probably fucked up his orbital bone. I'm not sure. It had to be, because that swelling was kind of crazy. But Frankie did him dirty. But yeah, Volkanovski beat the shit out of him in the first, second, third round was the closest round. Volkanovski was just taking him down, controlling him easy. Because after the fucking Islam fight, and you fight this big motherfucker Islam trying to take you down, it's like, what the fuck Yair gonna do? You're gonna toss Yair all over the goddamn place. So he pretty much treated Yair like that was his bitch. Basically, if they was in jail, Yair would be the one getting fucked. I'm just saying, that's the moral of the story. If this was jail and somebody had to give it up, Yair giving it up. You know what I'm saying? Volkanovski's taking it from him. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. It was one of those type of fights. He was just beating the shit out of him like he was his child, and he was just not doing his homework for the past few weeks, and his teacher called him and said he'd been cutting class. It was one of them type of ass whooping, so he just put the paws on him, like Lil Scrappy said. And third round was the closest round. Yair was kind of doing his thing, throwing some kicks, landing some kicks in, and landed a couple punches. He landed a couple decent punches. He wasn't completely annihilated, but then Volkanovski caught him with a right hand. And, you know what I'm saying, he was, you know what I'm saying, doing that dance that you don't want to see a nigga doing. when he in the middle of a fight, that dance that people like to do, he started doing one of them dances. And then Volkanovski got up on him, caught him with some shots, body shot, grabbed him, took him down smart, and just pounded him out. No, well, pause, you know what I'm saying? And then beat the shit out of him, and that was the end of that. Great night of fights. Oh man, all these fights was good. I'm definitely gonna rewatch most of these shits tomorrow because they all was good. I'll probably skip even the fights on the prelims is good. I didn't think I watched. Did I watch the early prelims? I watched some of those fights, but the main prelims, them fights was bomb. All the fights was good. I ain't gonna lie. It was no fight where I was like, this fight's whack. And it'd be some of those. It'd be some cards where it's like a lot of them fights be on there. You'd be like, this shit is whack. Motherfuckers just want to hold each other all night and just kiss each other in the corner. I don't know what the fuck they be doing. Robbie Lawler got a knockout in like 38 seconds. Let me just give you a quick rundown. This catchweight, this Japanese dude, he was just fucking grappling the fuck out of this homeboy over here, this Mexican dude. Easy work. There's a lot of Mexican on this card. The Brazilian girl knocked that Mexican bitch the fuck out 20 seconds. I apologize, I don't want to call her, but she was Mexican, and the Brazilian girl knocked her the fuck out. Jimmy Crute got knocked the fuck out. No, he got submitted. Yeah, he got dropped. Then he got submitted, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did get dropped and submitted. Early prelims, homeboy, this big brolic Brazilian motherfucker beat the shit out of homeboy over here, this Russian dude. Cameron Simon, whatever the fuck, he beat the shit out of Terrence Mitchell. He beat the shit out of him, remember that? That was easy work for him. The Shannon Ross dude, I didn't see this one. The first two fights I didn't see. I seen from the Cameron Simon dude, because I know he Dricus du Plessis like training partners, so I seen from that fight up. I seen all these fights. There was some bomb ass fights, but some finishes. Good ass card. Best fight of the card of the year so far. But that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. I'm gonna be a lot more active with this motherfucker. Y'all already know. Show your boy some love, you know what I'm saying? That's it.